Welcome to Western Mass Women's Magazine's Women on the Move. We are at Pazzo Restaurant in beautiful downtown Springfield. We are joined today by Jessica Levy, and she's the founder of the Legal Resource Center. And welcome, Jessica. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Tell me more about your organization.
Well, I started the Legal Resource Advocacy Center about 6 months after I graduated law school. So I was concerned that there's a group of individuals who are being left out and falling through the cracks. Mainly people who don't qualify for traditional legal aid services, but who cannot then also afford to hire a private attorney. So mainly between like 126 and 300% of the federal poverty level. So that was my main concern in founding this organization, was to make sure that everybody had access to the legal justice system,
right,
regardless of income level.
Okay. And so that's actually what made you want to start this organization. Okay.
Yes.
How soon after you finished law school did you actually start?
It was about, let me see, I graduated in May of 08, so I started in January of 09.
Okay. All right. And so it took you about how long to actually be up and running with clients?
It took us right thereafter. We started getting, referrals and people in need, and so as soon as we opened up and said that we were doing this, pretty much immediately we started getting calls from people who needed help. Okay. How
did you actually get your first round of clients? Was it through word of mouth, or did you place ads in different organizations?
It's mainly through word of mouth.
Okay.
I do a lot of advocacy work with local organizations. So of course, word of mouth through them as well.
Okay.
But I do a lot of, we've got a website, I do monthly online newsletters, flyering, things of that nature. We do fundraisers, so we're kind of out and about. So we try and get out there both from word of mouth and from advertising.
Okay. Now, when we talked earlier, you told me a little bit about how some of the cases that you take right now, like what is your main focus right now for your business?
Unemployment insurance.
Okay, so why is that important right now?
Especially with the economy being as it is. So many people are out of work. A lot of people don't know what their rights are when it comes to unemployment insurance.
Right.
So my purpose was to provide free legal seminars so that people know what their rights are in regards to unemployment compensation, how to go and file,
okay,
how they know if they're eligible or not, what they need to do, just so people have a basic understanding. And then what happens where I step in, where I'm the specialist, is if they get turned down and they're denied those unemployment insurance benefits, then they come to me and I am able to advocate on their behalf at unemployment administrative hearings.
Okay. So these workshops that you were saying, these seminars, do you hold them kind of all over Western Massachusetts, or do you rent a space and kind of advertise? How does that actually work?
Actually, we go pretty much wherever we're needed. If there's a local community organization who wants someone to come in and educate their members, do it that way. We do it in local libraries. Any kind of public place, whatever's easiest for anybody, that's where we'll go.
Okay. So if someone's actually interested in becoming a client, how can they become a client of yours?
Well, they can either look at our website, which is www.lracsite.org, or they can call us at 413-888-4208 and ask for me, and I can definitely set up an appointment to meet with them, find out what the situation is, find out how they become unemployed, see if they've got a case, and then we work from there.
Okay. So is there a lot of paperwork for them to complete if they want to become a client?
No.
Okay.
No.
So anything that they need completed, is there someone there that can actually help them?
That's me.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. I help them with everything. They come in, they explain to me what the situation is, how they became unemployed, and then I determine, if they've got a case based on the facts, that they've told me, and then we'll go from there. And then, of course, if there is not a case, because sometimes there's not. I mean, sometimes there are, reasons why they left, that they would not qualify for unemployment insurance.
Right.
Then I simply, explain that to them, because I don't want to waste anybody's time, but I want them to know what their rights are, so that they don't feel confused, or, I don't know what I should do, or if I do have a case or not. I educate them so that they know.
Okay.
I'm there to help them and let them know that someone's there for them to let them know what their rights are, and if we do need to go forward, then I will advocate on their behalf.
Okay. Now, the people that you actually outreach to, is it just in Chicopee and Springfield? Like, how far out do you go with your services?
Pretty much, I've been concentrating on the whole Pioneer Valley.
Okay.
That covers, Franklin County, Hampshire County, and Hampden County.
Okay.
So anybody pretty much in this area that needs help, that's the main area that we've been servicing.
And do you work with other organizations in the community to try to get more people to you, or how do you actually spread the word?
Basically through, we do a lot of work, there's local community organizations. Again, that's where it really is.
Right.
The Jobs with Justice, the Arise for Social Justice, any kind of community-based organization. Massachusetts Fair Housing, different organizations that are reaching out to me and asking me for my help or whatever. But again, it just seems to be from word of mouth, because I get people contacting me from all different places. I get people contacting me from all over the country, actually, with my LinkedIn account and with, of course, with the website and whatnot. People are just contacting me all over the country saying, wow, you're inspiring me. I'd like to know more about your organization, what you do. So it seems to be, people seem to think it's a really, really good idea, and especially so needed in this time, during this economy.
Now, where do you see your organization in 5 years? Like, what's your biggest hopes and dreams for this?
Well, I hope that we can continue to expand it. I would really, really love to do more educational seminars, to really just educate people and do workshops so that we can, I love to empower the community, people in the community. So I would, love to be able to do more workshops where I can actually educate them on how to stand up and fight for their own rights. But again, all of this comes down to the funding.
Right.
So, I'm hoping that we'll be able to obtain some funding. We don't receive, at this point, any form of funding. All of our funding has been from individual donors. So that's a major component of this. But if we were able to get some good funding, it's just amazing what I know I could do, and just expanding not only the educational workshops, but then also the services where we could, then handle more issues, maybe with mental health patients, who need help and have nowhere to turn. It's just so many different avenues. Housing is another major issue.
Right.
So many people need help with housing issues. So I would love to be able to expand and help more and more people within the community.
All right. So I want to thank you, Jessica, for coming out here to talk to us today, and tell us the name of your organization again and how we can contact you.
It's the Legal Resource Advocacy Center, or LRAC, and we can be reached by phone at 413-888-4208, or you can look on our website at www.lracsite, that's LRACSITE.org.
And thank you for joining us for Western Mass Magazine's Women on the Move. We're down here at Pazzo Restaurant in beautiful downtown Springfield. You have to come down and try the food because it's really good. We want to thank Chef Byron and also Michael White, who's the Director of Operations. Thank you. Join us next time.